Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Prison Architect. So actually right off the bat I'm gonna pause for a second here because I want to talk about things before we get right in the works. Or you know what, actually we could probably let's have time move at 1 so things can actually happen while I discuss things that are going on. But yeah, I just want to say it's been a couple of days since I actually did any Prison Architect stuff. And the main reason for that is I've actually been working on stuff in the background. We definitely need that right there because toilets aren't getting any freaking power. But the main reason that I haven't been playing is because I've been trying to kind of figure things out in my own play on the side, my off-screen LP of this game. And I'm slowly figuring things out bit by bit, both on my own and, of course, help in the comments. And you guys have been a freaking astronomical help for this one, especially people like McPigfin, who's given me like a whole string of comments in particular with the last time. But yeah, the main reason it's been a while is because I feel like this game has definitely felt quite overwhelming to me, to be completely honest. I've mentioned that in the past. I don't know if this game is, like, more difficult than, like, RimWorld, everything considered. I would have to think that RimWorld is definitely a little bit harder. But right off the bat, I think this one is much more overwhelming to, like, players and stuff like that, because they throw a hell of a lot of stuff, more stuff at you in this one. But because of that, there's also a hell of a lot of new stuff that I have learned that we should work on. Both the stuff that has been told to me by McPigfin and various others, like Veldron, of course, and stuff that I've kind of figured out on the side. So for one thing, now that we actually have this maintenance guy here, let's go ahead and start getting an office built for him, because obviously he's going to need one. Originally, I was planning on putting the visitor center right there, but we're not going to do that, because there's actually a grant that requires you to have 3 visiting tables, at least 3 visiting tables in the visitor room, so I think it would actually be a very, very poor decision for us to put that there. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to foundations, we're going to do our regular brick wall for the nice buildings, and we're going to put one right there. Ooh, that's not a 4x4 room. We'll make the morgue a little bit smaller. The morgue does not need to be that big. That'll be okay. That should mean that they demolish the wall right there and build a new one right there, I think. And if all that goes according to plan, that should be a pretty nice setup for that. Basically, what we need to do is we need additional offices for people like the groundskeepers or the maintenance guy, because otherwise we're not going to be able to research any of these, because it actually requires this dude to do the research, just like it requires not a warden, but a security guard to research any of these, and just like it requires actually the finance lady to research any of those. Same goes for the warden, of course, since he's like the king of it. But another thing that was actually suggested to me was that we go ahead and research 3 things at a time, no more than 3, so there isn't too much going on at once, and that we go ahead and try to make it 1 in each category. So right now we're working on security and the tax relief. So let's go ahead and actually get a cleaner first. Groundskeeper will of course clean like the plants and manage the plants and all that. Well, the cleaner will be more important early on, because he'll make sure the janitor will be more important right off the bat, so we could keep things clean in that regards. These rooms are being built. Are we putting any extra things in there? I'm not sure. We made this solitary, which is something that we're going to change right away. We're going to make that a prison cell, because, of course, another thing that was mentioned to me is that prison cells are actually, solitary rooms can be 1 by 1 space, and I think we would definitely want to make them 1 by 1, so that we'll be able to control our space a lot, spacing for this whole place a hell of a lot more efficiently than we would otherwise. We'll need to decide where to put those, though. That's the one bad thing. We could put one right there, but you actually need a lot of solitary cells as time goes on, because the prisoners try to escape quite frequently. Let's go ahead and check our grants, because obviously the grants are freaking important. We have 2 of them going. Short-term investments, cell block A. We should be able to get 1 more, though, right? Cell block A, what do we need for that? Oh, we need our capacity raised to 15, so let's go ahead and keep doing that, because an extra 20,000 would be very, very important to us. And we do have that extra grant bonus. That's right, I saw that earlier, so we can get one of these. Prison maintenance. Unlock maintenance through bureaucracy. Unlock cleaning. Yeah, hire foreman. It needs an office, at least 2 janitors. I think that's good. That means, of course, we'll need to work for the gardener as well, so we're going to need to do groundskeeper before too long, but we want that extra 10 grant advance for us, so we can continue working on the prison. The more we work on the prison, of course, the more room we'll have for the prisoners, which will lead us towards that extra space for all of our people and stuff. So let's go ahead and start marking down those rooms. I honestly think, especially looking at it now, we should go ahead and cancel that and make that a straight-up cell, because we'll want all of these to be straight-up cells. And actually, honestly, the toilet shouldn't be in a solitary room anyways. We should just have that be, just quite frankly, a 1x1 cell for the person to chill in, because I think that's the best way to manage all of that. So we're actually going to go ahead and, we're going to demolish these two things. Hopefully we'll actually keep them in the storage room. Got a comment saying, make a storage room? Holy cow! Okay, maybe we should make a specific storage room, because I imagine this is why in particular, that we're really starting to run out of space in that area. So maybe we actually really seriously do need a storage room. If we really need that extra space, maybe we could sell the fence along here really quickly and expand out closer to the road. Maybe I should have considered that. Next time we do it, let's try making it set up so the fence actually goes down forward and then up, just to make more space for our prison all in all. But we'll get rid of the toilets there, and then we'll place one right there, and then, of course, all the bookshelves and stuff like that. We'll put in the bookshelves last, since there's not really a hell of a lot of room for those, and then those ones are all good. Those cells are marked. Another thing that was suggested to me as well was that we should 100% put down some kind of flooring, like concrete flooring or something like that, in all the cells, because then otherwise the prisoners are going to try to tunnel out and escape that way, and we certainly don't want that to happen. This is a 3x4. I don't want a 3x4. Maybe we'll have to squish down those later on. I don't know. We do still need a place for the solitary cells. We'll figure that out eventually, though. For the time being, we'll keep things going as they are, because, at least, hopefully, we won't have to worry about solitary for too long, because, of course, we'll get to the point where people, where people will be healthy enough that it won't be all that necessary. Okay, cool. So that room's finished. Let's go ahead and get to work on that some more. Oh, that means we have to go to rooms and cancel that section of the morgue. Let me see. If we make this an office, do we want doors connecting it to the morgue or the infirmary? Might be nice having a door to the infirmary to get them closer to the staff room. But you know what? I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead and just make this an office right here. In fact, actually, what office would we want it to be? Because this actually might make more sense being, like, the security officer's office, rather than the actual groundskeeper dude, because... have we finished researching him? Yes, we did. Okay, so now we have security as well. So let's go ahead and get him now. Oh, prison policy. We really need to work on that. Increase and decrease punishments. Yeah, so we're getting that right away. So we'll work on the security stuff a little bit later. And, oh, shoot, that reminds me. Another thing that I also want to do now is with every morning, I want us to do a shakedown. What that's going to do is it's going to select all those little question mark spots, and those are going to be areas that our security guards are actually going to examine and check, including the people, as you can see, to see if they actually smuggled any kind of, stuff with them, like if they have any knives. So, oh, there we go, a fork. So one guy had a fork, which he could have used as a weapon, or a method to actually tunnel out of the prison. So, it's good that we found those. And that's where prison policy is going to help, because that's going to give us more methods to actually punish these dudes for those, for those actions. So let's close off that wall right there. And then I think we should actually make this whole area solitary. So let me actually think. If we put it down here, make the wall there, so that'll be a 3x3 space. Cancel that area. Yeah, 3x3. Then actually, I think along this whole area, we could make a wall going up there, and then go down there, and then those will be all of our solitaries. So I think that'll actually be I think that'll be a good way to work it. So let's do that. Make a wall going along down there, of course. Blocks in between, and then boom, right off the bat, we already have, oh, I did a wall in the wrong spot. My bad. So let's cancel those. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. And then boom. We already have 4 solitary doors set up. So let's go ahead and put down the actual doors for those. Solitary doors are so freaking expensive, but another thing that was suggested to me was that I should actually only use prison doors and just select for some doors to stay open, like at the canteen. Because then, if I ever do need to use a lockdown, I could keep those doors locked. Ones don't even have locks. So let's go ahead and actually, let's actually go ahead and sell those, because we probably don't need those anytime soon, the regular doors. So get rid of those. I think we still keep the staff doors, because I may be wrong, but I think the staff doors are very, very important to have. Shower can also be one of those, and I think that's good for all of that. So once those are gone, we'll place down the regular standard door, the regular prison doors that we want to put down instead. Okay, that wall is still being built. Wait. Oh yeah, no, I want that to be that way. So let's also go ahead and prepare the rest of our cells, because obviously we need to get to that 15 mark, so we can actually, get that extra grant money, which would be freaking phenomenal for us at this point. We could even start, placing down all the jail doors as well, so that'll be done, as quick as possible. Oh, this is gonna be a sucky prison. That's my bad. I meant to add a little bit more space, like I should have had. Or actually, no, there's still time. Yeah, there's still time. Let's go back and fix those walls, because really it's not all it's stupid in some regards, because it's not efficient to have 3x3 spaces and add that extra bookcase thing. But I kind of prefer to do that. I prefer to do that because I think it makes the prisoners happier. In fact, it even said that it will make them happier. I don't know if it makes a substantial difference, but basically, it's one of those things where I kind of feel like every tiny bit of mental, like, stability or happiness for the prisoners really does actually count quite a lot. So the more we could do to keep them happier, the better, I would say. So let's go ahead and put all those down. I like how I'm actually making this half of the room. Oh no, I just did that! Well, this area of the room is gonna be brick. That's my bad. I would much rather have it be concrete, but we'll just have to deal with that for now. And then we'll go back to these. Not stone, concrete tile for that whole area. Let me see. What was another thing that was suggested to me? Oh, Armies of Armies! He was the person who said the tunneling out thing, so thank you for that, of course. Ah! That's another thing. Okay, let's go to the reports, because there is actually the resume, which is like the schedule for what happens every day. It was suggested to me that we should make all of these, everything that is actually taken up by shower and yard, and I think even eating as well. We should replace all of those with free time, because apparently what that's going to mean is that the prisoners in that period will actually, oh god, I didn't mean to change sleep to that. In all those periods, the prisoners will actually choose what they want to do, which might not be regulated properly, so if this actually is a bad thing, someone go ahead and tell me. But what that should mean is that it should keep the prisoners happy, because that means if they don't feel like working out and they would rather eat, they'll go to the canteen and eat. If they don't feel like showering and they feel like working out, they'll go to work out. And basically they'll do what they want. So that's going to be nice for us and nice for them in that regards. We got prison policy. Okay, so we're gonna want to work on that in a bit. We need to get an office for that dude. And we need the office for the frickin' security guard. I need to buy him. So let's go for patrols, because patrols are also very important. And what that means is we're going to give our chief his office, since he certainly does indeed deserve it now. And once he actually has that set up, where are the frickin' offices? I always forget what those things are. There we go. But now that we have that set up, we definitely want to go ahead and check another brick wall. That's 3 spaces to the door. Door right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we want a building right there. The building that we're going to make right down here is going to be another big ol' office building, because that's going to be very, very crucial to us, because there's we need at least one more office. We need one for the foreman, and do we need one for anyone else? Foreman? I don't think we do, unless the armory... Yeah, the armory probably needs one. The chief probably needs an office. I'm not sure if he does, but it would not surprise me at all if that is the case. And let's go ahead and also check our grants, see if we've accomplished any of those. No, they're all still in progress. How much longer is the short-term investment? Oh, this is a nice thing as well that we got when we got that security chief guy. Now we actually have a thing, a little marker here that says the danger level of our prison, dangerous and medium and rising. 12 prisoners have serious complaints. 1 prisoners say they're well treated. 2 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched recently. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, guys. But basically the nice thing about this is that it shows us, of course, how much danger our prison is. Totally forgot to set my timer. I hate it when that happens. That means I have to guesstimate how long this one is. I'm guessing we've gone for like 5 minutes, whatever. Doesn't matter. And of course it tells us like what are the problems as well. So we might have a riot before too long, but at this point our people can certainly handle a riot, so I think things will be okay. And of course, their complaints should be lightened up by them getting that extra space. And if they do start a riot, we now have 4 solitary rooms for our people. We do have 24 in total, though. That's pretty bad. We need people to repair this stuff. Someone must have gone mad and flooded that room or something, which is a big old pain in the butt, but one we'll just have to deal with for the time being. Let's actually go ahead and select for that door to be opened so those people can get the construction done sooner rather than later, of course, since that will be very, very important to us. Oh, no, it's at 5 now. That's not good. I feel a riot coming anytime now. Let's go ahead and start working on the rest of maintenance stuff, though, for the time being. We definitely need more power going through. I hope that cable will cover the whole area. If it doesn't, we'll, of course, lower that one down. But for the time being, I think it's A-okay like that. None of those toilets have plumbing. That is 100% my bad. And then let's also, add this one going down like that. Would that be good? No. To make sure that they're easier to access, let's put down those like that. And then we could keep these going down the back wall as well. I think that'll be a good setup, for all of that. That'll go right there. Oh, no, not the big pumps. That's my bad. Small pumps because they're cheaper. We put 2 there? Yes, we did. Okay, 1 there and 1 there. 1 there, there. And bada bing, bada boom. That should be pretty good for that, I think. So, we're also getting pretty low on money. The good thing is our daily cash flow is actually higher than it usually is or has been in the past. But also repairs are gonna cost so much. This room is like pretty much completely damaged. And there goes the riot. Okay, so that was to be expected. If we're being completely honest, that guy is actually really starting to try to escape. But he's not gonna make it. Yep. My throat. Sorry about that. My throat is actually, like, really hurting right now. One of our guards is actually knocked unconscious. That's not good. We'll need to fix that pronto. Luckily, our people are actually not just fighting, but the repair people are finally getting in there and working on that, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start adding some jail doors to this whole area out here. Make sure that that's completely closed so we can't have people running in and out like they were before. We don't need that one there. Did someone destroy that wall? I thought there was a wall there. Whatever, let's put a wall back, just to make sure that's A-okay. Solitary cells are a go. There's even a person in there now, so that's wonderful for us. What's that little bell thing? I need to figure out what that bell sound is. It's probably, like, finishing one of those. Oh, no, it's the bureaucracy finishing. Okay. Let's actually pause it right now. Cleaning. No, we still need the maintenance guy. Let's build that right away, because that's something that we need to do. We do have patrols now, so let's actually work on dogs, because dogs are going to be very, very critical to helping out with our patrols. But now what that did right here is that we've got this deployment. And what we can do with deployment is we could select this thing right here and say, maybe we want a guard to watch all the people in there constantly. What we do is we click once, click a second time, and now there will always be a guard in that position patrolling that area. Why that's important is not so we just have eyes on places at all times. Like, as you can see, where's a good example of this? Like this office down... Oh, the chief is in there. Oh, he doesn't have power, that's why it's dark. The morgue, for example. The morgue, this area is, like, rayed out, just like the storage room is right now, because we actually cannot see into that room. So, there might, for all we know, in all honesty, there could be prisoners in there, chilling, planning evil things, and our guards wouldn't know what they're doing or what they're planning. So if we go ahead and set the deploy thing, okay, we set them for there and there. Then our guards will both cover in that area, but more importantly, they're actually going to watch for people who may be like harboring drugs on them or anything, or any weapons as well. So it's always good to have a guard stationed somewhere so they can keep an eye on the prisoners and make sure that they don't do anything shifty or anything like that. So let's put someone around like every area. This will be a little bit like tight, kind of closed off, but that's okay. We'll put them down there. And then later, once we get the dogs will be extra important for that. Oh, look at the people go. I've actually never played the game looking like this, so that's pretty cool. But as you can see, those dudes are actually kind of staying around those areas because they're keeping a patrol on them. So that works really nicely for us. Prison danger is actually very low, so that's a good change. Part of that probably is that we have a lot of people in solitary right now because of that recent breakout. They'll just, we'll just have to deal with that, though. These people almost all have their toilets working, so that'll be hunky-dory freaking awesome for them. When is our next prisoner intake? 5 hours, okay. First, we're going to... Oh, it requires an entrance! Crap, that's my bad. I totally messed that up. Let's put a staff door right in the middle. This will be an office room. This will probably be a hallway right there, and then we'll create a bunch of offices and stuff like that on that right area. Because we really need that maintenance guy. Mainly, actually, for our grant, I would say. And so we can actually unlock the cleaning dude. Maybe I should have worked on someone else for the time being. But there we go. This place has been finished. So let's go ahead and actually set up our first office. I think what we would want to do for that is actually expand this place a little bit more. Because this is going to end up being a big building all in all. And then once that's set up like that, we could probably have... let's set up how much space we want the staff room to be in here. We're creating a second staff room. You might think, like, why would you create a second staff room? You already have one for all the people to rest in. Honestly, the main reason for that, and actually, you know what? We're going to cancel this staff room, and we're going to make that a visitor room, and then a staff room will be, like, right down here. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and once again expand this even farther. How far is the wall? The wall's right down there, so we want it to be 2 blocks away from the wall. Oh, I have to delete you first. I hate it when I have to do that. So let's make it 2 blocks away from the wall. Right there should be perfectly fine. I think that'll be enough space for the visitor room to fit in nicely. And then hopefully some other stuff as well. We could actually make it even a little bit wider. So you know what? Let's plan on that. Because I'd rather have the visitor room be like longer and occupy less space. So we can have the staff room there as well. Might as well. Oh, good lord. Let's get rid of all that. Oh no, then I can't do you like that! Oh my god, okay, whatever. One more time, we're gonna expand you that much. Where's the wall? 2 up from the wall. That will be good. That's gonna cost a ton, but that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. Can we also even, like, select to just get rid of that? I don't think we can, but I don't think that area costs additional anyways. Like, let me see. If I said that, it still has a price on it. Oh, but then it says no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that extra amount doesn't cost any. So let's set up that room. That's going to be offices and the visitation room, because then we could get to work on that visitor's grant. Man, that costed almost all of our money. What is up with this guy? He's got his fists up. He's like ready for like a fisticuffs fight or something. I like that dude. He's really funny looking. And then what do we want to do now? I'll actually go ahead and look at some more of the comments that happened for now. Solitary, the 1-1s, long-term... Oh, yeah, the long-term investment apparently lasts 150 hours. So that's going to be a pretty long period of time that we'll have that grant going. But I think it'll be worth it, so we'll probably go ahead and have it set up where we have... and this was actually a suggestion as well. We'll have it set up where we have 1 grant, and then, I mean, we'll have 1 grant working as that long-term investment, while 2 other grants doing other things. Awesome, we almost have the dogs, and we should have enough money to buy a couple of dogs to run around anyways as well. Let's actually add a couple of cooks as well. We'll go ahead and get 6 cooks. Obviously, that's going to cost more money. And let's go for 5 extra guards. Oh, wonderful, we're out of funds. Well, maybe I should have waited. Because now we can't buy any any dogs. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did it like that. That was really silly of me. Where even are the dogs? Let me enter bureaucracy. Cost 1,000. Okay. But they're not in staff? Yeah, they're not there in staff. Not deployment. But we can do dog patrols now as well, so we can actually select that. So that'll be something that'll happen later. We honestly probably can even go ahead and select that dog patrol now. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to have dogs stationed around these areas as well, because what they're going to be good at is they're going to sniff out any drugs that people might be sneaking along with them. So that's where the dogs are going to be really important. Also, would a dog be important in the holding cell? Probably not. Where dogs are going to be very important is going to be the visitation room. So we actually want one guard patrolling and one dog in the visitation room as well, because we don't want people sneaking in drugs for the people, for the prisoners living in here. So let's actually go ahead and cancel those, and we're going to put the dog near the door, and same with the guard as well. I think that'll be a good setup for that room. Plus, it'll look damn intimidating, I think. You walk into the room and there's a guard standing like right next to you. That would be very scary. So let's make it about that big, or yay big, as one is to say. Then that could be the visitation room. Let's just have it, you know, let's get rid of it for now, because I want to see that wall placed down first. And, would the visitation room lead into the staff room as well, or is that just going to be its own space? We'll probably have a door going to all that stuff. I think that would make more sense, so that'll just work out fine. Let's go ahead and, excuse me, let's, these all cost money, of course. So we can't buy any of those right now, but that'll be something that'll happen before too long. We got additional prisoners, so obviously that's bad because that's more stuff we have to worry about. But at least that will increase our daily cash flow, so that's the good thing. Man, I actually should have done a much better job on working on these grants. How much longer is the short-term grant? Can we scroll down at all? I want to know if you could scroll down on this thing, because that's something that I have a lot of trouble with. I feel like it's got to be that black bar, but I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, 4 hours left until that's done. Cool. Okay, so we're definitely not going to worry about the long investment grant for some time, because what I think we need to prioritize much more over that would be getting some additional grant money from doing something else. Probably, we could probably even focus on the visitation room, to be completely honest. I think that would be a very, very smart way to handle that kind of process. So let's go ahead and demolish, demolish a wall. So we need to go to that. Let's demolish that one, because that's going to be the hallway, which will have all the things on either side. Or actually, offices don't need to be that big. So let's actually cancel that one. It'll be stuck like right as much in the middle as we can, so we can have the office space covering both sides. And then we will, of course, also set up an office room in here. So that'll be big enough. The janitor's one is actually going to be bigger. So we could also, so we can have the office side of his room and then also the kind of storage janitor space as well. Like cleaning / cupboard, that's what it's called. But let's worry about that once we once we actually have the spot for it set up. And for the time being, we will go ahead and do visitation. Where's visitation? I always forget where these frickin' things are. Ah, there we go. The yellow one. Or one of the 2 yellow ones. So mark that for like that. Visitor table. It doesn't have any visitor tables. Why did it? Okay, there we go. I was wondering why it passed that. I was like, that doesn't make any gosh darn sense. We'll get rid of that so we could put the door right there. And then, of course, we'll put a staff room door right there. Ooh, that shouldn't have been staff. Okay, let's actually demolish that, because that should be a jail door that we'll have open at all times. Like some of the other ones that we'll have planned. I forgot to leave those open at all times, too. So let's actually put that door right there. All of the yard ones can be locked open, or set to the mode where they're set to be open. I'm pretty sure, though, when we do this, that if we select lockdown, all doors will officially lock. Instantly locks all doors in the prison. Awesome, okay. Then the shower door can also be like that, but the shower door was actually destroyed, so I guess it doesn't even really exist anymore, so let's put that back right there. No, we actually got rid of it. We did get rid of it, I think. And then, one more jail door for right there, and that should be perfectly okay. We also need to get rid of that one. Oh god, that's actually a very, very important one to get rid of, since it's with all of our cells. Grant, where are you? Short-term investment. Awesome! It's almost done! Okay, so we're about to get a lot of cash. Let's wait for it. Wait for it. 16,000. Wonderful. Okay, so now we can actually set up the visitor tables. Let's go, let's actually do it, probably like that way. Or do we want them set up like this? If we set it up like that, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 right there. Let's actually get rid of that one and put one more space to the wall. I don't know, whatever, that's gonna be okay. It said that we only need 3 in there for the grant anyway, so let's actually go ahead and set up that grant right off the bat. I think that would be the best one to do. Add a visitation room, add at least 3 visitor tables, build a common room. Ah, we need a common room as well. Crud. Okay. Common room we'll have to work on in a bit. Maybe we should just get rid of some of the yard and make that a common room. I think that would be a nice way to do it. Let's do that. We don't need all of that space for the yard, even when we get all those prisoners. And in all honesty, yard isn't all that different from the common room, so I think that'll be a perfectly fine way to handle things. Let's go for concrete. We'll have it take up that much. Nah, that much space should be perfectly fine. That'll set up as its own room. They've got the yard on the outside, the common room on the inside. That'll be nice, hunky-dory, awesome for them. So, once again, that should probably be jail doors. We could make it a large one, but that's a hell of a lot more expensive, so let's just put 1 jail door, probably on that side. That'll do perfectly okay. And then have those doors been placed down? Yes, they have. So, open, and that one's gone now. Shower one should be open as well. And then let's also go ahead and set up our final one of those. I think that's the final prison door that we need set up like that, because we have that one there, and that one can be stuck as open as well. We need power. We need power down there. Oh, shoot, we also have additional prisoners here and ready to go. Right? Oh, no, those are visitors. Huh, nice for them. Hopefully that guy will be able to do good enough watching them. Where the hell do we get the dogs? That's not good. Where do I buy dogs? Staff, objects. They wouldn't be in objects. Remove, it wouldn't be in maintenance either. It should be staff, right? Staff, yada, yada, yada. There aren't any dogs there. Do we click you? Click like to turn him off temporarily. Does that change the staff? No, it does not. Let's go ahead and check the bureaucracy one more time. Turn that on. And we need to do 2 more of these things, especially since we can actually afford them now. Land expansion would be nice, but I don't think we need to worry about that quite yet. Getting the next offshore tax thing might be good as well, but I think we should actually worry. Shouldn't do groundskeeper until we actually have the maintenance dude ready. So let's actually do armory. That'll prepare another office for us to set up, and we could go for education, but I don't want to do that right now. Might as well get the land expansion while we don't want to work on any other things. So let's see. We have all those going. We still don't have 15 spots? Okay, that's what we're doing right now. We need to add additional frickin' cells so we can actually have additional, so we can actually pass that grant, you know? Like, I really, really want to pass that thing. So that's going to cost 2,000. We could actually really expand this place, I think. We could get it really far down. That's going to cost a hell of a lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it just to continue getting to works on all that. Yeah, all those cells are set up. How many do we have? 13, so we are so close to finishing off that grant. That room has been built now, so let's actually go ahead and set that up as well. That's going to do a lot towards getting us that grant completed. Common room, bada bing, bada boom. And then, of course, we need a TV, a pool table. Let's put the pool table right about there. TV. It needs a TV as well. Oh, there it is. Okay. TV. And then, what else did it need? Visitation rights. Crap, that thing is so far down. Oh, we could pick it up and move it. That's nice. I should have noticed that. 2 TVs. Okay, so we need 2 TVs. 5 phone booths. Phone booths need to be inside of it. God damn it. I put all the phone booths on the outside. That sucks. Okay, well, that means the phone booths are just gonna be lined up. We don't need the phone booth set up in a nice fashion. 1 TV will be right there. Let's even give them a nice little sofa that they could chill in while doing it. And then we'll put the other sofa right there for the additional TV right down there. I think that's facing the right direction. So that cost us a lot of money, but once all that's finished, the grant is obviously going to be very, very, very worth it. Or very much so worth it. So let's go ahead and finish that down there. That actually needs to go all the way down so it can power all of that. So that's going to be another big load of money costing us. That'll go over there. Thank God we don't need to pay for, like, small individual cables like that going right there. That would be so sucky if you actually had to pay for, like, every tiny bit of power that goes in this whole place. That'll go all the way down like that. It looks like there isn't enough power to cover that place, but I feel like there should be once it goes down that far. So let's also get the utilities going. Pipes are going to cost a freaking fortune, but we gotta get them done. Gotta get them done. And then, of course, more pipes going down along there. Probably all the way to the bottom. And then, of course, the ones in this area of the room to finish it off. So yeah, that'll be pretty good for that. Oh God, looks like we actually have another riot. That's really sucky. I should have done a better job of actually managing how the people are doing. I think a great deal of that though is that I have so many freaking people in here. So we really need to spend pretty much all of our money on building these extra rooms because it is not good for us right now. Not good at all. Very, very, very bad. So. And I need to figure out how to get these frickin' dogs. Like, why can't I seem to get dogs? And yeah, of course they wouldn't be in utility. Not bureaucracy. Well, if I click in now, no, that doesn't work either. Right click. Right clicking doesn't do anything. I feel like he has to be in staff, but obviously there isn't an additional spot. Did some of our guards die? I feel like we had 5 guards. No, it would have given us the death count warning. Let's add a couple more then. We should get 3. Of course, that's going to get us to 15. And of course, unfortunately, that's going to lower our daily cash flow. But that's just something we'll have to deal with, manage as time goes on. This area is almost completely built. That's freaking awesome. That can also stay open. Otherwise that's just going to slow a lot of processes down. That can stay open as well. And we'll let that door stay shut because I don't think there's any real reason to keep that open for the time being. Then we need to finally make this area the offices. So, where is the, oh, a kennel! We need a kennel! Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and plan for our kennel being up here. I think that'll be pretty good. Yeah, we can have a kennel occupy that much space. That's 5 by 5. Yeah, that'll work perfectly. So let's actually go ahead and cancel that right now. We'll go ahead and do foundation, set up a concrete wall. Maybe it would even actually be better in here, but that actually could work as a secondary storage room if we want to do that. I don't think the kitchen actually needs to be any bigger. If it does, we could just expand it upwards as we expand the prison beyond the point that it's currently at. Is that actually 5 by 5? Let me see. No, that's 4. So what if we put it one more down? Cancel you. Put it one more down. Yep, that's 5 spaces, 5 by 5. Awesome. So then we could put a door. Would that need to? No, that's more of a staff door, I think. I'm not sure. I may be wrong, but I think that actually would function more as a staff door than anything else. Right now, that's kind of oh, crap. We actually wanted that space to expand the canteen. Whatever. The canteen is fine the way it is for now. We'll just kind of deal with it as it is. And actually, to be completely honest, I think we are going to go ahead and end the episode just about at this point. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if this is ending it before 30 minutes, but who knows? Maybe I'm actually ending it later than 30 minutes. It's really hard for me to, kind of figure things out whenever I forget to actually set the timer, and I totally forgot to set the timer today, and that is 100% my bad. But yeah! I think the prison is doing okay. We've had a couple of riots, of course, and danger is actually decreasing right now. Awesome. Okay, I thought it was going to be increasing. So we're actually in a good spot in regards to that. Has this one finished? Yeah, finished. Let's actually go ahead and, no, we'll pick a new thing when the next episode begins. But yeah, I think the prison is in a really good spot right now. Of course, thank you all so much for all the comments and suggestions you've given, and feel free, 100% free, to continue to give more as time goes on. I actually did not read probably even half of the huge buckload that I got, especially all the ones from McPigfin. but they have all been very, very substantially helpful, and I think that is really shown in the progress that we've made in this video and the ones leading up to this one since the first two disasters that we had, for sure. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.